Now this is becoming very, very interesting. So the International Criminal Court, or rather the ICC Hague, is set to try topmost Azimio Alliance leaders together with some government officials for committing crimes against humanity on the ongoing demonstrations across the country. I heard yesterday the leader of minority, Honorable Opio Wanda himself, requesting the international community to look at the current situation here in Kenya. Not long time ago, I remember it was on April, whereby Raila Odinga also wrote a letter to the ICC through his lawyer, Paul Mwangi, requesting the ICC to look at the current situation here in the country. So in this video today, I just want to give you the real details according to facts. But before that, just in case you're currently watching for the first time and you haven't subscribed, I'm just requesting you to please subscribe to my channel and give this video a like so that YouTube can recommend this video to reach out to others. To my returning subscribers, to my loyal viewers and supporters, I really want to appreciate you for your continued support. Basically, without that support or without your participation on this channel, this platform cannot be where it is currently. That is why I really don't take your entire support for granted. You may also press the notification bell down below so that you can be receiving the notifications immediately I post a video here on this channel. It will be automatically from YouTube itself. So having said that, now let us go straight into our critical analysis for today. So first of all, the International Criminal Court is demanding answers over 70 people who have died since the demonstrations began, and over 100 others who are facing serious injuries since Raila Odinga started these demonstrations, or the Azimio Alliance. So let me just read for you this statement from the ICC. It says that in accordance with Regulations 25 of the Regulation of Office of Prosecution, 8 local journalists, over 70 people killed, and over 100 facing serious injuries since the demonstrations and protests dated April 13th to July 2023. So in that process, since April this year to where we are currently, I want you to remember that these demonstrations did not begin last week or date 12, whereby Raila Odinga called for the first demonstrations. The demonstrations began a long time ago. Immediately, Raila Odinga lost the previous 2022 general elections, immediately after the Supreme Court of Kenya upheld President William Ruto's win. That is when Raila Odinga began his demonstration, threatening to kick out William Samoei Ruto from office, and he had promised actually to march to the State House. That is when the demonstration began. And when you look at that period of time up to date, but in this recent one is where now majority of people have been killed for confronting the police. And William Ruto has made it very clear, and he said it yesterday also, that there's no way you can chase a policeman with a stone. There's no way you can attack a police. On that issue, you are being considered as a criminal. So if you are threatening the life of a security officer, it is very, very dangerous and you can be shot. And that is a clear warning, and that is why William Ruto is currently supporting the police officers. He's facing a lot of criticism on that issue. But I also, when you weigh on both sides, there's no way that you can go to the demonstrations with a stone. According to the Constitution of Kenya, which allows street protest, it says that very clearly that the protesters must be protected with the police. So I heard people saying that at the withdraw your security officers, they are not allowed in the demonstrations. No, the police must be there to protect the protesters, as per the Constitution, and also the protest must be peaceful. You cannot tell me that you are going to the demonstrations or the street protest with a stone, but instead you must be carrying a placard. And the demonstrations must begin from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. in legal time. as per the constitution. So there are these regulations, there are these issues that must be followed, the guidelines that protesters or the demonstrators must be taught to look at before, because majority of them, they enter into this street protest going against the law. And when you break the law, then that is committing an offense. So that is it. That is the first issue according to the ICC. Second issue, ladies and gentlemen, the International Criminal Court is inquiring the cause of these demonstrations and the attempted solution on both parties. So what is the main cause of these demonstrations? As per Raila Odinga, the way he has always maintained is that he wants the high cost of living to be reduced by William Ruto. So that is the first reason as to why Raila Odinga is demonstrating. The second reason, it is because he wants the Finance Act 2023 to be repealed by President William Ruto. The third reason, he wants the reconstitution of the IEBC. The fourth reason, he wants the IEBC servers to be removed. The fifth reason or the fourth reason is that Raila Odinga demands that he won the previous 2022 general elections and he wants to be the president of the Republic of Kenya. So those are the main reasons behind all these demonstrations. Now, because Raila Odinga has a right to demand all those as a Kenyan, yes, he has that right. Are there some attempted solutions to all these demonstrations? Yes. William Ruto, I remember him during a TV station, live on all TV stations, calling Raila Odinga his brother. I'm urging my brother Raila Odinga to call off the demonstrations across the country so that we can have a talk through the bipartisan approach. Those are the real words that William Ruto used previously. And I remember that is when Raila Odinga gave it a chance to the bipartisan approach talks. Recently, ladies and gentlemen, the Azimio Moja Alliance decided to quit the bipartisan approach talks and decided to go to the route of the demonstrations. So basically here, the ICC is inquiring all these issues. If there were some attempted solutions and what happened, that just like what I've given you. And finally, ladies and gentlemen, the International Criminal Court is seeking to probe consistency of protest in the Nyanza region and the massive brutal killings in Nyanza region. So what is the main cause? Why is it that the Nyanza region alone is so consistent on all these demonstrations than any other region here in Kenya? I guess your answer is as good as mine, simply because their own kingpin, Raila Amolo Odinga, has demanded these demonstrations to be called upon. That is why the people from Nyanza region have been consistently demonstrating. Because if this issue was affecting the whole country, then it would not be the Luo Nyanza region alone which is demonstrating consistently. If the issue is the high cost of living, the high cost of living is affecting each and every Kenyan, all the regions here in Kenya, the 8 provinces here in Kenya, but there is only one region that has been always consistently demonstrating. So the ICC wants to look at those issues and also the brutal killings in that region. I saw this hashtag trending all along this week that says Luo Massacre, whereby some police are being seen there in brutally beating or dealing with the demonstrators. So I think the Kenya security has answered to those issues, and if the police have committed a crime, they must be taken action immediately. That is what I can support, because this Kenya is bigger than anybody else, and everybody is required to follow the law. So it's not that I'm supporting one side, it's not that I'm supporting the other side, if the government will be found committing crime against humanity, they must provide answers and people must be taken to the ICC. If the Azimio la Umoja Alliance will be caught red-handed committing these crimes against humanity, they must also face the law. And that clearly tells us on why Kithure Kindiki led the raid there in Karen, whereby a total of, I don't know how many, over 20 guns were found, including the former head of state, Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta's son, because there is a high possibility that these guns were being used during these demonstrations illegally. So let us wait and see how things will emerge. That is it, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know what you think. Let me know your thoughts on the comment section below. Otherwise, I don't have much. Until next time, my name is Jason, but please